Have you been searching for a home and continue to lose to multiple offers? Maybe you've considered building your home instead, but not sure how to go about it? Hey, it's Tamra, your Utah Realtor. Let's discuss the steps it takes to buy a new construction home and what to expect along the way. A lot of people ask, what's different about buying a new home? First of all, you're buying from the person who built it, not the person who called it home. What can you expect? Well, I'm here to give you the steps, which are some of the most important things to consider when buying new construction. First of all, find a great agent. Be sure it's someone who has experience in new construction and isn't affiliated with the builder. Model homes are typically staffed by real estate agents who have a personal relationship with the builder, whom work for the builder, represent the builder. It's important for you to have an agent to represent your best interests, from advising you on how to structure your offer to be most appealing to the builder, to making choices that can affect your home's resale value. Some developments also have site registration policies that require your agent to accompany you on one of your first visits. Here's a pro tip. Ask your agent to check the site's registration policy before you go. Your agent may be able to register you online so you can visit the model at your convenience. Or you may arrange a time to look at the community with your agent. Most times, if this doesn't happen, your agent isn't available to represent you, as the builder will not pay them to do so. Okay, next step would be creative during negotiations. Builders don't like to drop their prices. Instead, consider asking the builder to pay closing costs, perform upgrades at no additional charge. Builders are often reluctant to set a precedent for negotiating prices, since future buyers in the development may expect similar discount. Consequently, builders are often more likely to negotiate on the back end, since closing costs and upgrades are a less obvious way for them to sweeten the deal. Another pro tip for you. If you're considering an offer, ask your agent to research the builder's negotiating style on prior sales in the community and offer developments that they have built to determine if there is a particularly effective way to approach your offer. The next step in buying a new construction home is get everything in writing. Don't sign anything until everything has been negotiated, agreed upon, and written into the contract. If you're considering purchasing a new home, this is not yet complete. It's very important to spell out how the home will be finished, what will happen if construction is not completed on time, and the deadlines for decisions that will occur through the process. Verbal conversations are not binding, so everything important must be put in writing and signed by all parties. Another pro tip for you. Builders often use customized purchase agreement documents in place of standard forms commonly used in our area. Ask your agent to get a copy of the builder's documents to review in advance. Okay, step 4 is what you see isn't what you always get. What I mean by this is the fit and finish of the model home doesn't necessarily represent what comes standard. Often the model home reflects a mix of standard materials and fixtures, as well as a handful of upgrades. When touring the model home, make sure to find out which is which. The important thing is to know exactly what you'll be getting, what's available, and of course, what it will cost you. Keep in mind that costs can change. The price quoted at the start may not be the same when you decide to move forward. Another pro tip. Ask your agent to help you get a list of standard features, and if available, a list of common upgrades and their associated cost. One thing I always tell my clients is once you start in the designing center, you must keep in mind your needs over your wants, because your wants will outweigh your budget almost 100% of the time. Okay, step 5, do your research on the builder. Visit other developments, talk to the homeowners, search online for reviews, testimonials, and news. Keep in mind that many builders will have both happy and unhappy customers in their past. Look for trends in reviews and make sure any concerns are covered in the purchase agreement documents. One more pro tip for you. Ask your agent if they've worked with the builder in the past and are aware of their reputation. Okay, step 6. Get a guarantee. You're often buying a home that is not completed. What guarantees do you have with the home? Will it be ready on time? Your purchase agreement document should specify a completion date. However, builders add provisions that make the completion date dependent on permit approvals from the municipalities and availability of building materials from suppliers. There can also be additional charges if you're unable to close on time if your lender isn't ready. Pro tip: ask your agent to point out the agreement, what happens in the event of a delay on either side. All right, step 7, get the home inspected. New homes can have problems too. Hire an inspector to make sure everything is safe and up to code. Even though most municipalities require new homes to pass permit inspections, an independent verification with a qualified inspector is money well spent. In many cases, the builder will allow the buyers to conduct an independent inspection and agree to repair code compliance issues, but do not include a provision that would allow the buyer to walk away and retain their deposit if they are not satisfied with the result of the inspection. Another pro tip: ask your agent to investigate and explain the inspection process and your rights in the agreement to request repairs or terminate the agreement. All right, step 8, find out what's covered. This is a very important step. Many new homes come with a warranty from the builder, but not all warranties are created equal. Know what is and isn't covered and for how long. Many builders use a third-party warranty company. In some cases, the manufacturer of certain products like windows may have separate warranties or guarantees, and the builder might refer all of those issues with the components to the manufacturer instead of handling any issues directly. The builder should be able to provide details on which part of the home is covered by which policy. Make sure you know who to contact should you need assistance with your home warranty. Pro tip: ask your agent to obtain the warranty information early in the process so your offer documents can be prepared to address any concerns up front. On to step 9, look to the future. And what I mean by this is check with the city to see what is planned for the surrounding area. If you have a view now, will it still be there in 5 years? Most builders put the responsibility on the buyer to be aware of neighborhood and community dynamics related to other development in the area, like traffic planning, the development of neighboring parcels, etc. Many new communities also have homeowners association dues that can impact your potential new home as well. Make sure you do your due diligence. Pro tip: ask your agent if it's possible to have a due diligence period in your contract so you can investigate the area. Plan to do some research before submitting your offer. Now, our final step in this video: do your homework on lenders. Don't automatically use the builder's lender. Shop around for the loan that is best for you, not them. Some builders require that you get pre-approved with the builder's preferred lender. By the time you are ready to make an offer, you probably have already spoken to a lender of your own. It can come as a surprise when the builder requires you to also get a pre-approval with their lender. Why would they do that? First off, it's reassuring for the builder to hear about your qualifications from their lender, even if you don't wind up using them. Secondly, it can sometimes be the most cost-efficient option, most like using the financial arm of a car company. They are often willing to offer more competitive rates and fees. Additionally, in some instances, the preferred lender is the only option. This is especially true for projects that are in the early phases of development. If no other lender has entered that development yet, it can be hard to obtain a loan from any lender but the preferred lender. One more pro tip: ask your agent to help you find out if there are any special offers, promotions, or contractual differences if you agree to use the builder's preferred lender. There you go. 10 steps of buying new construction and what to expect. I hope you have found some value in these steps. Should you like more information or to discuss these steps in more detail, feel free to reach out to me, Tamra Simons, your Utah Realtor with Century 21 Everest. Make it a great day.